I've got one that can see.
So here we are. Just finished up a beautiful wedding ceremony with a beloved couple that's in the ministry that God has just united together. And to celebrate, they wanted to take us to the Cheesecake Factory. And as we wait about 25-30 minutes and finally get in and seated, you can see that the atmosphere is dim and they try to make it comfortable, stylish. I mean, you gotta walk by the Cheesecake Shrine as soon as you come in the door. But there was something else that you could discern in the atmosphere. So as we're looking around, right in front of us is a serpent wrapped around a chalice or a cup, a cobra actually. And notice that the cup is red, symbolizing a blood offering. And when you look up on the ceiling, look at the occult symbolism. It is insane. And they got it above the people as they're eating. That's deep. Listen, I know there are going to be some that have foolish minds that are going to laugh this off and just say, I'm trying too hard. But those that walk in the Spirit will know exactly what we're saying. So you notice the hexagram, right? Now there's two ways. On the outside surface, they want to look at like they're merging all the religions together. And we'll get into that in a minute. But let's look at this. You got the hexagram, which is not the Star of David. That's the seal of Solomon. In fact, it goes beyond, it even predates him. Witches call it the demon star. In fact, when they do a ritual, when they draw a pentagram to stand in, they draw a hexagram. And when they do their ritual, a demon will usually appear in the hexagram. I mean, think about it. It got the word hex in the very word. Think about that. What is a hex? It's a curse. But you notice next to it is the Islamic crescent, moon, and star. And if you look over to the other side, you got the New Age yin yang. I find it interesting. We're in the process of this series exposing the New Age. And here we are at a restaurant, just simply trying to celebrate a beautiful marriage. And the occult is in our face more than the bread on the table. So underneath that, you notice the upside down cross, or the Roman Catholic cross, because the Vatican, the Antichrist system, wants to unite all the religions. Isn't that what the New World Order is about, saints? Notice that all these religious symbols, but they're deeper than that. They're occult symbols. But did you notice the black serpent slithering down the tree in the midst of them? Crazy. It's right in your face. And I didn't want to forget to mention the warning bell that's on fire. You can figure that one out yourself. But this occult is crazy in the Cheesecake Factory. You got to realize something. The whole world lieth in the wicked one, the Bible says. So celebrities, musicians, actors, you name it, they have to pay homage to Satan by throwing up devil horns in their pictures and so on, and one-eye symbolism and so on and so forth. But the millionaires and even billionaires that own companies like Cheesecake Factory, they have to show their allegiance even in the buildings, even in the structures, and it goes on and on. Did you notice that in between each booth are two pillars? But did you notice that in each booth, there are pillars on each side that have a serpent eye? And you know what's crazy? It even reminds me of the Eye of Sauron from The Lord of the Rings, which was a movie about witchcraft and wizardry. But Sauron represented Satan in the movie. Can't you see the serpent eyes? Look at the Egyptian pillars. Did you see the pine cone? Look at the pine cone. Again, it stems back to the Vatican. And even prior to that, we go back, it goes way back to the Anunnaki, the fallen angels. The pine cone is a deep occult symbol. And then you got the water spirits and the mermaids integrating the marine kingdom. Oh, and look at the fiery serpent above the people as they enjoy their meal. And then, of course, you got Saturn. If you look carefully with the moon down below, you know that Saturn is an occult symbol. Notice that they're holding hands in a circle like a seance. And I found it interesting. If you look at this candlestick that's mentioned in the Bible, what they would call the menorah, it's not burning normal like candles. It looks like it's being consumed or destroyed. Do you see that? That's very deep. So it goes on and on and on. And saints of God, I know the food is tasty. I know the cheesecake must be delicious. But the Bible says Satan is the god of this world who blinds the minds of the people. You as a believer, have you ever noticed these things when you went in there, or were you caught up by your senses? That's why the Bible says the sensual and the emotional and the earthly are devilish. You can't be moved by your senses. You have to walk in the spirit. You can't be moved by how it smells in there and how the dim lighting and the beauty of the pillars, and it just looks so lovely in there. Look beyond that. Walk in the spirit wherever you go. Now, am I going to stone you if you go to a Cheesecake Factory? No. But I just wanted you to be aware of your surroundings. And it blew us away when we seen how deep the occult is in these Cheesecake Factories. So, obedience is greater than sacrifice. And it's not good for us to support companies and places that are so bold to be antichrist right in our face. And we could feel the occult power there. And if you don't pay attention, you won't put your finger on it. Saints of God, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it opened up your understanding to pay more attention and to be more aware, to pray more and to fast more, because the occult is in so many places, and we are surrounded. And witchcraft is becoming the #1 religion. The new age and all of these things are being lifted up. And there are more people in the occult than you think. So we're going to be doing more videos like this. But I wanted to expose the Cheesecake Factory because it's such a popular place. But I ain't never seen no one talk about this. And I want to say thank you to our partners for your prayers and support. If you're not a part of the ministry and you want to join the fight, go to revelationsofjesuschrist.com, click on the contact, and get in the fight with us. Oh wait, before you leave, I got one more to show you. You didn't think they would leave out their Baphomet, did you? There he is right there. But it won't be long. God will separate the sheep from the goats.